We're now joined by one of the world's leading urban warfare experts, retired Major John Spencer. He's Chair of Urban Warfare Studies with the Madison Policy Forum and joins us from Colorado Springs. Major Spencer, thank you very much for being with us. In the early days of Russia's invasion, we saw heavy losses by Russian troops. They were pushed back by Ukrainian forces from areas like Kiev. Are they now regaining their strength?
I wouldn't say they're regaining their strength, but they're definitely getting small gains. I say when they entered the war, they were spread across such a large area, you know, the second largest country in Europe. So they were just spread so thin. So logically, if they take all of those units and put them under a very small geographic location, although it's still pretty big in eastern Donbass, they're able to have more what we call mass, more ability to move forward and to take positions like we see right now, which is a precarious position, to be honest.
Ukrainian forces are also depleted. They're also completely exhausted. Will they be able to continue putting up a good fight?
I think so. I mean, they still have what Russia doesn't, which is the will to fight. They're fighting for the country. Many of the Russians still struggle with morale and cohesion, and because they're not sure what they're fighting for. It is that the artillery did cause a huge shift in their favor. And we're hearing that like the U.S. is going to give these longer range systems to really 5 times the range of the artillery, these multiple launch rocket systems that are the critical lifeblood to keep the Ukrainians from losing more and more of eastern Donbass at the moment.
You mentioned that U.S. rocket system. On top of that, is Ukraine getting the support that it still needs from the West?
I think so. I mean, we just saw the coalition of over 40 nations last week, and 20 new nations with helicopters, artillery, tanks. That's the type of support that they need to keep. And I don't see that waning even as their fight continues longer than the Russians thought it would.
Do you see Russian forces backing out of the Donbass, or will they only stop when they've completely taken it?
No, I mean, I think they're going to keep pushing forward, right? They don't have the initiative, but they have some momentum. I mean, I think eventually, personal opinion, the Ukrainians still have the ability, if continued to get these Western weapons, to make the Russian military culminate, as in not be able to move forward. And then they'll face the fact that they're under threat of being destroyed. I am very hopeful with this support that will happen.
Okay, Major John Spencer, thank you very much for being with us. Appreciate it.